Donald Trump, the larger-than-life billionaire and real estate magnate, has long been a polarizing and magnetic figure in both the business world and the entertainment industry. Known for his brash confidence, signature hairstyle, and towering presence, Trump's involvement with WWE is just another chapter in his storied career that blends wealth, celebrity, and controversy into a single brand recognized across the globe. Back in the glitz and glamour of the 1980s, Trump made headlines by hosting two of the most iconic WrestleMania events in WWE history, WrestleMania IV and WrestleMania V, both held at Trump Plaza in Atlantic City, New Jersey. These events weren't just about wrestling, they were about spectacle, grandeur, and the fusion of sports and celebrity. Trump's venues provided the perfect backdrop for Vince McMahon's vision of turning professional wrestling into a global phenomenon. WrestleMania IV was notable for its 14-man tournament to crown a new WWE champion. The spectacle drew massive attention, and Trump was front and center, soaking in the atmosphere and solidifying his connection with WWE's larger-than-life personas. The following year, WrestleMania V continued the tradition, featuring the unforgettable clash between Macho Man, Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan, an event so electrifying that Trump's presence became part of its lasting legacy. Years later, Trump returned to the WWE spotlight at WrestleMania 23 in 2007 in what became known as the Battle of the Billionaires. The storyline pitted him against Vince McMahon in a hair versus hair match, with each billionaire choosing a wrestler to fight on their behalf. Trump chose Bobby Lashley, while McMahon backed Umaga. The match culminated in a moment of surreal television history. After Lashley's victory, Trump and Lashley proceeded to shave McMahon's head bald in front of millions of viewers. Trump wasn't just ringside, he was in the ring, throwing punches, taking bumps, and playing the role to perfection. Beyond the ring, Trump's television fame soared with the debut of The Apprentice in 2004. The show introduced a new generation to Trump's business persona, with his signature phrase, "You're fired," becoming a pop culture staple. The boardroom battles and dramatic eliminations gave audiences a taste of Trump's uncompromising business ethic and further blurred the lines between reality and performance, something wrestling fans knew all too well. Trump's relationship with WWE extended beyond spectacle and into the realm of recognition. In 2013, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame's Celebrity Wing, a move that honored not just his on-screen contributions but his long-standing support of the WWE brand. The Hall of Fame induction was filled with fanfare, applause, and a few boos, reflecting the complicated admiration fans have for the man who always found a way to stay in the spotlight. Trump's WWE appearances mirrored his broader public image: unpredictable, entertaining, and impossible to ignore. He was never afraid to play the heel or the hero, depending on what the storyline demanded. That duality made him perfect for the wrestling world, a place where personality often outweighs performance, and where spectacle reigns supreme. While Donald Trump brought a touch of Manhattan glitz to WWE, another sports figure from a very different world found himself immortalized in the same Hall of Fame. Pete Rose, the gritty, determined, and often controversial baseball legend, holds the distinction of being the first ever inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame's Celebrity Wing. It's a curious yet fitting crossover, one that highlights WWE's penchant for celebrating those who bring showmanship to sports, regardless of the arena. Pete Rose, known as Charlie Hustle, is one of baseball's most prolific players. With a career spanning more than 2 decades, Rose became MLB's all-time leader in hits, games played, at-bats, and singles. His relentless energy, hard-nosed attitude, and unyielding drive made him a fan favorite and a symbol of grit in America's pastime. But as beloved as he was on the field, his legacy was complicated off of it. Rose's wrestling connection began at WrestleMania 14 in 1998, where he served as a guest ring announcer. Instead of playing it straight, Rose mocked the Boston crowd with barbs about Bill Buckner and the Red Sox's then-storied curse. The insults triggered an eruption of boos, exactly the reaction WWE craved. As if on cue, Kane appeared and delivered a devastating Tombstone piledriver to Rose, sparking a series of comedic appearances over the next few WrestleManias. At WrestleMania 15, Rose returned disguised as the San Diego Chicken, only to be caught and flattened by Kane once again. WrestleMania 2000 saw another ambush attempt that ended in similar fashion. The sight of Pete Rose, Hall of Fame baseball icon, getting manhandled in a wrestling ring became a bizarre and beloved tradition. It showcased his willingness to poke fun at himself and lean into the performance, winning over wrestling fans with his self-deprecating humor. Despite, or perhaps because of, his baseball banishment due to gambling, Rose found unexpected redemption in WWE's embrace. While MLB continues to keep him at arm's length, wrestling welcomed him with open arms. In many ways, WWE gave Pete Rose something the baseball world would not: a Hall of Fame plaque and a standing ovation. The inclusion of celebrities like Trump and Rose in WWE's Hall of Fame might puzzle traditionalists, but it underscores WWE's philosophy. Wrestling is not just about championships, it's about moments, personalities, and the unforgettable blend of sport and entertainment. Trump and Rose, though coming from vastly different backgrounds, understood the value of a well-timed appearance, a dramatic twist, and the power of playing a part. Both men knew how to captivate a crowd, how to dominate headlines, and how to stir controversy. In the squared circle, these traits are not flaws, they're essential. Whether it's Trump stepping into the ring with his billionaire swagger or Rose getting dropped on his head to a chorus of laughs, each appearance added a new layer to WWE's unpredictable narrative. And there's an irony in the fact that the two men, one banned from his sport and the other elected to the highest office in the land, share space in the WWE Hall of Fame. It speaks to wrestling's inclusive absurdity, its ability to elevate spectacle over substance, and its unmatched willingness to mix oil with water for the sake of entertainment. In Trump's case, his WWE legacy even foreshadowed his political career. The brash persona, the constant media attention, the knack for polarizing audiences, these all carried over into his presidential campaign and eventual victory in 2016. Wrestling, it turns out, was the perfect rehearsal stage. The chants, the crowds, the catchphrases, "Make America Great Again," echoed the kind of slogan you might hear before a WrestleMania main event. The staging of rallies felt eerily similar to wrestling promos, where heroes and villains are defined by the cheers and jeers of the crowd. Trump's time in WWE didn't just entertain, it provided a blueprint. Meanwhile, Rose's appearances serve as a reminder that humor and humility can go a long way, even when public opinion is against you. In WWE, he found a second act that baseball never gave him, a stage where his name still drew reactions, even if it came with a tombstone at the end. So, whether it's Donald Trump raising his arms in victory as Vince McMahon gets his head shaved, or Pete Rose lying motionless after another surprise attack from Kane, these moments endure. They live in highlight reels, Hall of Fame speeches, and in the memories of fans who crave that perfect mix of real and unreal. The WWE universe thrives on these collisions of culture. Where else can a sitting U.S. president, a banned baseball legend, a demon from hell, and a billionaire promoter all share the same spotlight? Only in wrestling. And that's the true magic of WWE. It's a place where boundaries dissolve, where stories twist into legend, and where figures like Donald Trump and Pete Rose find themselves reimagined in tights, suits, and everything in between. They are part of the mythos now, forever enshrined, forever part of the show.